Hey guys! Ooh, I have butterflies in my stomach and I don't know how to intro this video. I don't know how to explain what I'm going to be talking about. I kind of just wanted to sit down and update you guys on how everything has been going with school and my life, and I did not realize how long it has been since I have filmed a video. So I went onto my YouTube channel and it has been over a year since I did my last video. And in my 11 years of doing YouTube, I've never gone a year without uploading a video, but it was not a conscious decision at all. I didn't decide, oh, I'm going to take a year off and see how I feel and maybe I'll do YouTube again. It was just kind of like every weekend I thought maybe I'm going to film next weekend, and it just didn't happen. So if you have not seen my video that is the real tea, everything in my life is about to change, I uploaded that I'd say maybe a year and a half ago. I am going to link that in the description down below so that you guys can watch that if you haven't seen it, and that will probably fill in a lot of the gaps of why I've made these life changes and why I decided to do what I've done. I'm actually like stay at home, quarantine, social isolation, whatever, at my parents' house in Kingsport, Tennessee right now. And so I just thought I would sit down and tell you guys how my first year of college went and how it was going back as an adult, and actually going for the first time as an adult because I had never gone when I was younger, and just kind of recap what the year has been. And I have wanted to do videos and I felt like I couldn't just come back and do a random video that I had an idea to film. I felt like I really owed it to you guys to sit down and discuss what's been going on in my life and how everything has been. And it was almost like a roadblock for me. Like, it was hard for me to sit down and film this video because I have so many other videos that I was excited to film, like more excited to do. And I didn't do them because I was like, well, first you have to film that video. So I am just going to talk you guys through the past year of my life and kind of update you on everything that has been going on. Obviously, in the past couple months, things have changed with me coming back to Kingsport, and I'm social distancing here with my family. So I moved to Nashville in March of 2019, and I was already enrolled at Belmont University. I had already decided that was going to be my path. I was going to go to school. I had never done school when I was younger, like college. I had obviously graduated from high school and stuff, but I had never gone to college just because I was focused on YouTube, and I moved out to LA with Elle, and we were kind of in like the height of everything. And so I didn't need it at that moment, but I always knew that it was there if it was something I wanted to do. And I had what I call my quarter life crisis. I go into that in my video that I'll link below, the Everything is Changing video. I had kind of like a quarter life crisis, didn't know what I wanted to do with my life, didn't know who I was or what I wanted in life, and I kind of just needed a reset on everything. So I enrolled at Belmont, moved to Nashville in March of 2019. I did a summer semester, which is a little bit shorter than a fall and spring semester, obviously, like month-wise, but you still get the full credits. It's just an accelerated course. So I did a full semester for summer, fall, spring just ended this past Tuesday. I'm filming this on Sunday, May 3rd, I think. So it just ended this past Tuesday, and then I'm doing another summer semester that begins tomorrow or the next day. It begins Tuesday morning, so we got a week off in between. So I've had a week off in between each semester, and then I had a longer break over Christmas in between fall and spring semester. And honestly, I thought that I was going to use that time off to like stockpile videos and film a bunch. I had just finished 2 semesters of college and gone through finals week again, and I just kind of didn't want to do anything. I came back to Kingsport to be with my family for the holidays, and I just got fat and sassy, you know what I mean? So now I have this break. I just finished my 3rd semester going into my 4th. So at the end of summer, I will technically have the credits to qualify as a junior in only 1 year. So I am doing kind of like an expedited course. I have some people that have been like, why are you doing that? Like, why don't you just take your time and really soak everything in? And I think because I had worked and been out of normal school for such a long time, I'm not used to like a big summer break where you get 2-3 months off with nothing to do. I haven't had that So for me, working through the summer doesn't really feel like I'm missing out on summer. I still prioritize school, but then I get to do what I want to do. So probably the number one question I get asked is, what did you decide to major in? Because I had talked to you guys about going in undecided, and I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and I was thinking maybe I would just go in and take a couple classes in a ton of different fields and decide what actually like sparked joy and what I wanted to do. And I was planning on doing that. But then when I went to go tour Belmont, I toured the O'Moore School, which is the O'Moore School of Design. And they have an interior design program and are starting an architecture program. It's actually supposed to be starting in the fall. I don't know if that's still happening with everything going on. They had interior design available immediately, and a lot of the classes would overlap with the architecture. So if I wanted to transfer to architecture in the future, it wouldn't totally negate all of the courses that I had already taken. Some of them I would have to take different courses to kind of like get the credit for, but some of them would be able to be transferred over. So I decided to major in interior design, and I went in as a newbie freshman. I told myself that I would do one semester of interior design and kind of decide on if it was the right fit for me. I had been out of school for such a long time. I didn't know how I was going to do in a school setting, and if a creative artsy style major was going to be good for me or if I was going to struggle in that. Turns out I have loved every second of it. I've told my family if I could be a professional student for the rest of my life, I think I would. I never want this to end, so I'm kind of thinking like, how do I slow it down but still get to enjoy it all the time? I think going back as an adult, you know, I went into my first year of college at 26. I'm 27 now. Obviously, it's been a year. But I went in at 26 and I was really nervous about being kind of the older one in the class and being out of school for so long, how I was going to react to that, and you know, just even the self-discipline of getting your work done and getting your work done to the best of your extent and studying. And I just hadn't done it in a long time, and I didn't know how I would take to it. Turns out I love it. I love nothing more than doing my school, and I think it is because of my major. I think I'm just thriving in interior design. And I was kind of scared to tell you guys, to be honest. Well, not you guys. I was scared to tell the internet that I was majoring in interior design, because over the years I've done room tours and I've showed you guys all of the rooms that I've like decorated at my parents' house and when I moved to LA, and I always got a ton of positive responses on those, but also a lot of negative response. A lot of people being like, I would never want to live in a place that looked like that is so ugly, that clashes, this pattern and that don't go together, this is too cluttered, this is too bare. And I was worried that telling you guys that that was a passion of mine and something that I really wanted to study and make a career out of, it would just be like looking at all of my past work, decorating my room at my parents' house, and kind of judge me off of that. And then when I started studying it, I realized there is no right or wrong in the interior design world. It is just like makeup. You can do whatever you want, and people's tastes are just going to be different. So I've always designed my spaces to my taste. Now, my taste is not necessarily everyone's taste. So it's been interesting learning how to design spaces for a variety of tastes and how to design spaces for people's styles that do not align with yours. So there are certain things that I would never want in my house, and I would look at it and be like, that would not be my ideal home. But for someone, it is their dream home that they love. So I kind of had to take a step back and realize, even though people might not have loved everything I've ever done, and there have been some design faux pas in my past, go back on my channel, you will see some I was really nervous about going to school as an adult. It was lucky because my first semester that I did that kind of like eased me back into it was summer, which was all online. So summer 2019 was online, and then I went to school like on campus every day, well, Monday through Thursday. I scheduled my classes where I wouldn't have Friday classes, so I had a 3-day weekend, and I also used Friday all day as like a study homework day. So I can kind of go over my routine if that's interesting to you, and also if anyone out there is thinking about going back to school as an adult or going to school for the first time as an adult and you want me to do a video on my experience on that, I can. I don't know if you guys are interested in that. This isn't me being like, oh, leave a comment below if you want me to do that video, and I'm going to do it anyways. I actually do want to know if it's something you guys would be interested in. I did a lot of research before I went back. I had watched pretty much, I'd say, every YouTube video that someone has done on the topic of returning to school or going to school when you're older than the majority of students, and I was just nervous. I didn't have the best high school experience. If you guys have watched any of my throughout the years videos, you would know that I basically was bullied out of high school. This was in 2008, 2009, right when I started doing YouTube. YouTube was so new and not a lot of people were doing it, and I was getting some recognition from people outside of YouTube. Like I remember I did a 17 magazine photo shoot, and that made some people in my school so mad, and I had to kind of grow up and realize that it wasn't even, a lot of people say like, oh, they were just jealous. I don't even think it was jealousy. I think it was doing something out of the norm, something different. You know, in my town, a lot of people, their parents grew up here and went to that high school, and they're gonna grow up, go to that high school, marry their high school sweetheart, have babies, their babies are gonna go there, you know. Kind of branching out and doing anything outside of that is just a little bit different, especially 10 years ago. I feel like it's gotten a lot more accepting. This town, I think at least, has been a lot more accepting in people kind of doing their own thing. But at the time, it was kind of weird. I was a 15-year-old filming videos in my bedroom and uploading them to the internet, and I think it was just different. So I didn't have the best high school experience, and I was just nervous. I didn't know how people would react to me. At college, I didn't want anyone to know like my past or what I had done. That lasted the first period of my fall semester when someone was like, oh, I saw you in Shane's video, and I was like, heh. So if anyone's interested in that, let me know. But I kind of just wanted this to be like my icebreaker video. This to be my video where I come on and I tell you guys I'm doing great. I'm loving school so much. I feel like I can't like not smile when I talk about school or think about it. I'm learning so much, and I'm in a major that I'm so passionate about, and I love learning everything I'm learning. And there are times where I want to pull my hair out, especially like finals week. Oh my gosh, this past week I was like, I'm quitting. I'm never gonna do anything interior design again. I'm never gonna do anything with school again. And my parents are like, you are so dramatic. Just get your work done, you'll be proud. And now I'm like showing everyone my final projects, and I'm so excited. And it's just, you know, that pressure, that stress that gets on you in those finals weeks. I just took a little break because I had to hit the record button again on the camera because I've been rambling for way too long. And it's so weird how it feels to sit and talk to you guys. I thought it was gonna take me a while to get back in the groove of it, and I was like, I'm gonna have to film so many videos to feel like I know what I'm doing again. And even just setting up the camera and the lights in here, I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But it feels really good, and it feels normal, and it kind of feels like where I'm supposed to be. And that's a good feeling. I do want to thank you guys for being so awesome while I have kind of taken a break, and I've gotten so many messages of people that have said, you know, just checking in, been thinking about you, just wanted to let you know, like, you were a big part of my life growing up, and I just want to know how you're doing. And I try to respond to as many of those as I can, but they really do make my day every single time I get one of those messages. It just brings a smile to my face, and there's a lot that I can look back on my like YouTube years and say like, oh, I got so much hate for this, or people were so mean about this. But when I really look back on it, you guys, you gave me a chance to do things that I never thought I would be able to do. And I am so thankful for that. And I cannot express my gratitude to you enough for that. I have had an incredible ride on YouTube and in life. I got to do things that most people will never get to do because of you. And I just want to say thank you. I feel like this past year has been a year of me realizing things. I've just realized a lot of things this year. If you know what that's from, I'm sure everyone does, but I love it. I do feel like it's been like a very eye-opening year for me, and I take way less for granted than I think I used to. I definitely have looked back and realized I had a really bratty run there for a little while. I kind of needed to be put in my place on some things. I was probably a little too, actually, I shouldn't say I was too entitled on some things and took way too many things for granted. And I think, you know, admitting that and realizing that just comes with age and time. Like if you would have told my 18-year-old self, like, you are going to mature in ways you never realized, I would have been like, I am so mature. I live on my own. I have my own business. I have been nominated for a Teen Choice Award, and I'm writing a book with my sister, and I know how to be an adult. Probably is what I would have said. Me at 27 would have probably slapped that little thing around. But I am genuinely the happiest I've been, I think, in my whole life. All right, guys, I hope this video covered everything that I wanted to talk about. It probably didn't. As soon as I hit that off button, I know I'm going to be like, oh wait, I didn't tell them about this and this, and this is so cool. But for breaking the ice and getting myself back into YouTube, this is kind of what I needed to do. I feel like this video was maybe even more for me. Just kind of a reset to my channel, a restart, and then I do have plans to do more videos. I'm not going to say I'm going to upload a certain amount, you know, every week or month or something, but I am going to make a conscious effort to film, and I've missed it. Honestly, sitting down and doing videos was such a big part of my life for such a long time that it's kind of, I felt like I'm missing something. Even though I've been so happy the past year, there has been a part of me that, like, every weekend I'd be like, I should film a video, and I just want to talk to them. But like I said, this, like, sitting down and breaking the ice, it was, I don't know what the mental block was with me, but I just needed to do this video, and then I can, like, talk about anything. I, like, don't want to say goodbye because I just want to keep talking to you guys, and I know that's so weird because you can't respond when I'm actually filming. I know I have to go, like, edit this and upload it, and then I can sit through and read the comments. But I feel like I am talking to you guys in this moment for me, even though logically I know that's not how it works. I, like, don't want to give this up. Like, I'm really enjoying this right now, and it's been really fun. If you have any videos that you would like me to do, I would love to sit down and chat with you guys again. If you want more story time, sit down videos, or, you know, what it's like majoring in interior design, or what it's like going back to school as an adult, or a bedroom tour at my parents' new house, in case you didn't know. I know Ella's talked about it on her channel a lot. She still does videos. She does tons of videos, and if you haven't seen those, I will link my sister's channel down below. But my parents did move in the same city, but just a different house. So this is a bedroom you guys have never seen before. So if you want to see what my quarantined bedroom looks like, I could show you guys that. And I guess that is all for now. My mom has made bacon and pancakes, and we are going to have a really good Sunday brunch, which I'm so excited about. So I'm gonna go down there and join them because I think they're about ready. But I just feel really good talking to you guys, and kind of bringing this part of my life back. It kind of like, it feels so weird to say this, but it kind of feels whole. Like, I feel like I have done so much in the past year to better myself, better my life, my future, my mental health, and now just sitting down and filming, it's been like, you know, just, I've been sitting here for maybe like 30 minutes rambling, but I already feel that like peace in my soul. It's so weird. But I have you guys to thank for that, because if you guys weren't so amazing, I wouldn't have this feeling about coming back. I wouldn't have missed you guys as much as I did. It's all of your love and support that gets me through literally everything that I do. And I'm so thankful that I can focus on school and know that you guys are still there, and know that when I was ready, I could come and kind of share everything with you guys. That really meant more to me than you will ever know. So I wish I could express myself better, and yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any video requests, please leave them in the comments below, or if you just want to let me know how you guys have been. There are so many usernames that I recognize from, you know, uploading for so many years, that people would always comment on my videos. And if any of you guys are out there, if you would let me know how you've been doing. I have been thinking about you and kind of curious how all of you guys are doing. So I would love to know how your past year has gone. I know these past couple months have been a little crazy for everyone, but just kind of what's new in your life. I would love to be able to sit through and read those comments. So until my next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.